Hey coaches. Okay, so I wanted to show you kind of a more advanced feature on Streak of how I do some tracking with my coaches and customers, prospects, really anybody that I put into Streak with columns and reporting. So again, this is more advanced. So if you're just starting in Streak, it's probably not for you to look at. It might overwhelm you. So if you're just starting, stop this video, look at some of the other videos in this playlist or just in the Streak videos on my YouTube channel. All right. So, but if you are into Streak and you are digging into it and you're kind of accustomed to it, then you're really going to like this. So for me, I use several different pipelines for my business. I have, let's see, I actually track my power hour. So I have everything I need to do daily. I have the things I need to do each day of the week, and the things I need to do monthly, and things that I'm like, okay, I'd like to do that, but it's not a priority. I put on that list too. Then I also have all my prospects on a list, my current challenge group, my customers, my coaches, my coach prospects, my entire Facebook friends list, my leads from Beachbody, any free group. I'm not doing one right now. And then I have a marriage group, and I have everybody listed there. So everybody is in Streak for me. Every contact that I've ever had is in Streak for me. So when I say that Streak is my tracking tool, it is the only tracking tool that I have, the only tracking tool that I use. And so people ask me, well, do you use Teamsy or do you use pen and paper too? No, I do not. Everything is literally in Streak for me. So I'm going to go into customers and kind of show you just some of the things that I use in a more advanced way. So I'm going to talk mainly about the columns. And you'll see here at the top, are the stages. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know exactly what the stages are. The stages are kind of, to show you where you're at in each, obviously, stage, either of your conversation or in the business, pushing them through the conversation. And with this particular pipeline, my customers, most of them are just kind of sitting there because, they can be a free customer, they can be a lead, I could be inviting them, they might be somebody that just purchased a program, but not Shakeology. Or just a brand new customer. And so I have different columns. So I've got a name column, obviously. Then their stage. That's, where are they in the stage? And I do keep that open simply because you can move like a group of people. Notes, that's obvious. I have, excuse me, Shakeology HD. When did they last have a Shakeology order? It just helps me look, okay, obviously that's me. That's just a kind of test one. And I'll show you some things with me. She had one April 1st. So, May 1st, she didn't order again. So that, kind of tells me she ordered Shakeology, but she didn't again. So I can reach out to her. Just shows me a lot of information. I have this set out as a formula. 20 days out, I can send her an email and kind of remind her, hey, I saw that you got vegan chocolate Shakeology last time. Do you want to keep that same flavor? Do you want to try something new? Just kind of touch base. This days and stage column shows me how many days in each stage, obviously, that the customer has been. What are they interested in? When I'm talking to a customer, are they interested in a program? Are they interested in a new program that we have? Are they interested in one of my free groups? What program are they currently doing? What are their goals? What is their Facebook Messenger? And watch this. When I click on, now this one is probably, that one's not going to work. Okay. I don't know if this one is going to either. Like some of them aren't going to work. I'll have to show you how that works here in just a minute. When did I initially invite them? And then when do I need to follow up? Are they my customer? Have I ever invited them to coaching before? And then what's the source? Where did I meet them? Are they on Shakeology? And then the date of last received email and date of last sent email. That's a lot of information, guys. Okay, like I said, that might be completely overwhelming to you. I set every single one of my pipelines up like this. Why? Because if you don't, that information isn't going to carry over. You'll lose it. So, and what I mean by that is if I was to carry over this information, so like if I go to myself, the only pipeline that's not like this is my marriage group because it's different. And so if I was to put myself in my marriage group, it's going to tell me the Naked Truth marriage is missing these fields. So this data will be lost. The Shakeology, the 20 days out, the interested in, the program, the goals, all that information is going to be gone. So that's why it's important to make sure your columns match. Now, here's how you do that. You set up one pipeline, then you come over here to where it says, or map customers, click on that drop down, and you just create a similar pipeline, and you hit create. And there it is. So then you can name it whatever you want. Like maybe this is your prospects. And I'm just going to name it prospects too, so I know that's not my prospects and I can go back and delete that later. You know, and then you just change it. So now it's got all your columns in there. You don't have to do anything else, okay? So it's, you know, really a good idea to set it up the way you want it from the very beginning. Now I'm going to go back to customers and show you exactly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to prospects to show you something really quick because I know I have a lot of these set up really good just because I'm having conversations with these people. Let's see here. Maybe I've got it on Miss Courtney. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. Let's see who I have. I'm looking for the Facebook to show you how well this works, like with Facebook Messenger, because that's one of the things I did not like about Teamsy was I had to move back and forth a lot. All right, here we go. So all these people. So let's say I needed to send a Facebook message. So instead of using their Facebook profile, which I used to do in here, I put in their Facebook Messenger. And so I'm just going to click on Cassie right here. And this takes me right to Messenger. And I can send her a message right from here. Right from here. Isn't that awesome? Right from there. And I love that feature. I love it, I love it, I love it. And so if I click on her from here, all that information is there. Like, you know, I'm not sure, you know, if she's my customer or not, so I need to look that up. She's interested in Mommy Boot Camp. You know, she doesn't have a Shakeology HD. I need to look and see, you know, when was her initial invite date, because I didn't write that down. You know, looks like April 11th. So I can go back and I can write down April 11th, and then it's going to automatically pop up her follow-up date. So I should have, you know, wrote that in. She was interested in, okay, Mommy Boot Camp, but I know she was interested also in All Access, so I can put that down. All right, so that's, I have all that information for her right there as I'm looking for her, okay? That's how I track it. So here's something else that I like about it. So if I'm going to go back out, and let's say I'm going to clear this out because I filtered. I don't know if you guys caught that. move fast sometimes. I filtered the Facebook Messenger because I wanted to be able to see who had a Facebook Messenger on file. So just with this drop down arrow, I filtered, and you can filter it the other way too. And now I'm going to clear. All right. And you want it to be set up kind of like an Excel spreadsheet. And so you can filter any of this. And so, let's say, I want to filter the interested in, I can filter it this way. Now, here's how I prefer to filter it. At the top, see where it says filter, sort, group. Excuse me. I'm going to choose a column to filter it by. And I want to filter it by what they are interested in. I can find that. They're interested in any of Mommy Boot Camp, because that was my last challenge that I invited everybody to. Is that listed? I'm sure I'm looking right at it. Yeah, right there. Okay, Mommy Boot Camp. And I'm just going to hit apply. Now, that gives me every single person that was interested in Mommy Boot Camp. So what I can do now is send every single one of these people an email, right? And mass email. So we have 90 boxes, 76 emails. So some of these people didn't have emails on, and that's okay. But I can send 76 emails like that. No problem. So love that. Excuse me. Exit mail merge. So that's something I really like, so I can clear that. Another thing that I can do is I can look to see, who do I need to follow up with today? Is any of, I'm sorry, is set to, is before today. Like, did I miss any follow-ups? Yes, I did. Look at all those follow-ups I missed up. So I need to follow up with people, right? So those are just some features that I really like that are helpful. Some other things, yes, you can move around from pipeline to pipeline. To do that, you just click and hit more, and then move to pipeline, and then choose which pipeline you want to move to. You can move from stage to stage and bulk, and to do that, sorry, my throat is dry. You'll just click here and double click the stage, and whatever stage you want it to move to, you'll do that. The important thing for me is every time that I talk to somebody, like if I'm talking to Tasha, send her an email and I'm following up, I want to move that to follow up. That way I know where she's at in the conversation every single time, because I want to be able to look up here and see where I'm at, at a glance every single time. I can hide these if I don't want to know, what the days and stages. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me what the membership is at this, moment. Like, you can hide anything that's not important to you. Something that I like to see as well, that I really like, hide all this really quickly to show you, is I like to look at the date of the last received email and the date of the last sent email, because it tells me who's talking to me, who's responding to me, who's not responding to me. And that helps. Whoops. All right, so let's see. Last sent email was on the 29th for these, 24th. Okay, so you can kind of see those are good communication dates, but look at this. I haven't heard from her since December 27th. So like I need to figure out why. Same thing, February 23rd, February 9th. Like, why am I not hearing from people, right? I haven't emailed them at all. So, those that kind of things help me to know, like, where am I lacking in my communication? And so I can send an email for this, like, this is what I like about this. Let's just send one for the ones that have a wide variety of dates. All right, so we're going to do mass merge, 5 emails. Good grief. Okay, continue. And remove these that don't need to be there. And then we're going to customize. All right. It's been a while. We haven't talked in. And then you can customize it again and put days in stage, or you can do, hold on, date of last email. Date of last received email. And so when you hover over this, it's been a while we haven't talked in, or I can put it since February 23rd or December 27th, 2016. So you see what I'm saying there? Like you can customize these and just kind of go over it like that. So I am going to delete that. But those are just some features that I use with the columns, with the different things like that. You can kind of, search on other YouTube videos on how to do that, because most of those are like your special columns. I'm not going to go into that. I searched them out. So I'm going to let you do that as well. But just those are some things I do. Like I said, they're more advanced features, but I absolutely love Streak to track everything. It's all in one place. I hope that you love it too, and just let me know if you have questions.